Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Sushil Joshi and you're watching the Math Magic. So, you're watching the journey of how many squares with me. So, here we go on the train journey with respect to the squares to find the area and perimeter of the different squares in our day-to-day life. This is one of the most important chapters because we're going to learn the basic formulas to find the squares and to find the area of squares and perimeter of squares. As we know that we have studied the basic part in class 4th already, but again we will try to find out some moderate level questions in this class 5th, and we will also find the area of irregular shapes in this chapter. So here we go. Before that, please subscribe and click on the bell icon. Here we go. The first topic of today's lesson. Look at this. How many squares? You will see one rectangle and few dots are mentioned on this rectangle. These dots are separated with equal distance with respect to each other. One question is written on the lower side of this picture. Measure the side of the red square on the dotted sheet. Draw here as many as rectangle as possible using 12 such squares. So the space is like that. You have to draw 12 squares, and by using these 12 squares we will try to draw the rectangles, and we will find how many rectangles actually we can draw in this sheet. So here we go. The first figure, how we draw it. Look here. Before that, I will tell you one simple method how we can calculate the rectangles by using the 12 squares. Look here. So if you know the factors of 12, that means this number 12, how we will write this number 12. Suppose this is 12, and find out in how many tables this 12 is present. The first one is in the table of 1. How we can write it? 1 into 12. So here 1 represents the rows, number of rows with respect to the figure, and 12 represents the number of columns. Here we write row and C for column. So the first figure is look like this. Look here. Rows are always horizontal. In this way we can count the rows, and in vertically we can count the columns. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look here. Have you got it this 1 into 12 form? Again, 2 multiplied by 6. We see that if we multiply 2 by 6, then we will got 12 also. That is 2 means row. The first number shows the rows, and the second number shows the column. So how we got it? Look here. 2 rows. Rows are like this, horizontal way. These 2 are the rows, and if we write the columns, these are like this. Look here. In this way, we can count the columns. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns. Look here, 6 columns and 2 rows, 1 and 2 in black. So 2 rows. We got this form also. Again, if we write it 6 into 2, look here. If I write it 6 into 2, is it possible? Yes. In the table of 6 also, we got here 2. Look here. Just see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 rows are there. So we got this and 2 columns. 1 and 2. 2 columns. So we will got this form also. If you know this, in how many tables, if we multiply by 2 numbers, we got 12. Then we can easily find out by this method. The third one is again in the table of 3. 3 for the 12. Look here. 3 for the 12. 3 into 4. What 3? 3 rows, 4 columns. Look here. But sorry, here we got 4 rows and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows are there. Look here. 4 rows, 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. 3 columns. So we got this one. 4 into 3 form. Again 3 into 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this way we can calculate the number of rectangles. So how many rectangles we draw here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is our first question? Look here. Measure the side of the red square on the dotted sheet. Draw here as many as rectangles possible using 12. So we can draw 5 rectangles. Right there. Answer is 5. Answer is 5. So in this way you can calculate the number of squares and the rectangles made by using this number of squares. So if you just know this technique, 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4, 12 into 1, like this, you can easily draw the different forms of the rectangles. These all shapes are the different because there are different number of rows and number of columns are different in each shapes. Look at the definition. One of the most important part, the area we are going to learn. What is area here? Area is nothing but the space occupied by the figure. If any figure is drawn, the space inside that figure, suppose this is a square and I have write the area definition in that square, so the actual space covered by this rectangle is called as the area. Then how we are going to calculate the area of the figures in this chapter? So let us see. There is one important part. Look here carefully and try to learn it. So to find the area of any figure, you just divide that figure into small squares of 1 centimeter each. What we have to do? Just divide that figure in small squares of 1 centimeter each, then count that all squares, and this way you will get the required area. What you have to do? Suppose this is rectangle and you have to find out the area. Divide this rectangle like this, horizontal and vertically, in small squares of 1 centimeter each and count that squares only. So There is another concept involved in this chapter, that is perimeter. So what is perimeter? Length of the boundary is called perimeter. In another way, we can say that the total length of the figure, if we measure the total length of any figure, this is called perimeter also. So try to learn these two definitions. Length of the boundary is called perimeter and the total length of the figure is called perimeter, or the another way we can generalize the formula, the sum of the all sides of figure is also called the perimeter. There are different words are associated with the perimeter. The first one is perimeter, the second one is boundary, and the third one is fencing. So these three words we actually see in this chapter. So the meaning of these three words are the same, that is perimeter. Next definition. Perimeter of rectangle. This is another important formula. Perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 in bracket L plus B. So what is L and B represent here? L is equal to length and B is equal to breadth. Remember that. This is one of the important formula, because by using the formula we will try to solve the different questions associated with the perimeter of the rectangle. Then perimeter of square is equal to 4 into side. So learn these two basic formula, because why we write one side only? Because of all four sides of the squares are always equal. So if we find only one side, then it is very easy to find out the perimeter. So multiply that one side by 4 only, you will got the perimeter of square. Each rectangle is made out of 12 equal squares. So all have the same area, but the length of the boundary will be different. Yes, one. Look here. So let us try to learn this concept. We will see it. Look here. Look at this figure carefully. What is given to us? So these 12 rectangles have the different length and breadth, but their area is same. So we will find whether it is true or false. They told us that these rectangles have the same area. So we will just find out whether these are same area or not. 2 into 6. Here length is 6. 2 into 6 is equal to 12 centimeter square. Again, this is 6 into 2. What is the formula to find the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Here breadth is 6, length is 2. Or you can take breadth as 2, length is 6, is equal to 2 into 6, 12 centimeter square or square centimeter. You can write this way. Again, this is 3 into 4 or 4 into 3. You can write this way, is equal to 12. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Again 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also 12 centimeter square. This is 1 into 12, 12 centimeter square. 1 into 12 is equal to 12. So this way we can find that the area of all these figures are same, but the difference is only in length and breadth. So this is verified. The first question is verified. This is true. Here is one rectangle is given to us. Again, 3 and 3, 6. 6 and 6, 12. 12 squares are there. Which of these rectangles has the longest perimeter? Which of these rectangles has the smallest perimeter? Now, so let us calculate the perimeter of the rectangles. So here we go. This is one of the most important part. Try to summarize the formula to find the perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle is nothing but the 2 in bracket L plus B, where L and B represent the length and breadth. The first rectangle, look here. Here I write L is equal to 6, B is equal to 2. What is formula to find the perimeter of rectangle? Perimeter is equal to 2 in bracket L plus B is equal to 2. Length is 6, so I write, instead of writing L, we write here 6 plus B. Instead of writing B, we write here 2. So use the Bode-Morse rule. First try to solve the addition inside the bracket. So 6 plus 2, 8 here. 8 2s are 16. Please don't look at this 14. Perimeter is equal to L plus B is equal to 2 in bracket 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is 8 centimeter, and 8 multiplied by 2, when you open the bracket, 8 multiplied by 2 is equal to 16 centimeter. So what is the perimeter of first figure? That is 16 centimeter. Turn towards the next figure. Look here. L is equal to 3, B is equal to 4. What is the formula? The formula is same here. Perimeter is equal to 2 in bracket L plus B. Perimeter is equal to 2 in bracket L plus B. L is 3, B is 4. So first try to find the addition inside the bracket. 3 plus 4 is 7 centimeter. The 2 is same here, and when you open the bracket, we will multiply 2 multiplied like this. 2 multiplied by 7 when you open the bracket is equal to 14 centimeter. So this way we got the perimeter of the second figure. Look here. The third one is L is equal to 4. Is equal to 2 in bracket L plus B is equal to 2, 4 plus 3, 7 and 14 centimeter. Sorry. 7 2s are 14 centimeter. The next one is L is equal to 2, B is equal to 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 into 2, 16 centimeter. And the last one is L is equal to 12, B is equal to 1. Perimeter L 12 is here and B 1 is here. So 12 plus 1, 13. 13 to the 26. This way we can learn the perimeter of the different figures by using this formula. So I hope all of you understand this part very easily, and we will try to find out the next part in next lecture. Thank you.